Hello Mouse! I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. Today we are going to look at your month of September 2023, and I will be using my self-made spread here to look into your month of September. These questions will be answered with the tarot card that you will choose later on. Oops, I'm sorry for bumping into you. And afterwards we also have oracle cards to give us more information and more guidance for your month of September. So you can choose your group or groups if you feel drawn to more than one group based on the dice, the color of the dice, the number 1, 2 or 3. You can choose based on the tarot deck that is in front of you. Later on I will show you one of the cards for the artwork. You can choose based on the artwork, on the crystal, maybe in the timestamp you see your lucky number there, and you can choose based on your lucky number or a number that you're seeing often. And after I've shown you the options, I will leave you for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon the group and groups. And after that 1 minute, I will be playing a tune on my guitar so that you can choose based on the tone if you want, and are clairaudient based on which tone resonates with you or strikes you out the most or is more clear, whatever your intuition is guiding you to. And I will be playing the tune like first for pile 1, 2, 3, and then I will repeat again 1, 2 and 3, so you hear the tune twice. Of course, in the description you'll find the timestamp for the Clairaudiant selection, where you can go back to it and hear it more often if you need to. So now to the groups. Pile number 1, you have the Gentle Heart Tarot, and your random card, I'm sorry for bumping into you again. Still getting used to my new setup. Your card is the Ten of Swords. And your crystal is this Ocean Jasper. Let me see if you can see it. Pile number 2, you have the traditional Manga tarot. Your card is this 5 of Cups. Your crystal is this petrified wood. Pile number 3, you have the mystical Manga tarot. Your card is the 6 of Swords. Your crystal is this green aventurine. So I will be leaving you now for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon the groups. And I will be seeing at your piles. Bye! pile number 1, you chose the Gentle Heart Tarot and the Ocean Jasper, and this is going to be your reading of the month of September 2023. If you hear background noise, it's the fan that is on at my side. It's too hot to be living without a fan currently because we have a heat wave, so I hope it doesn't pick up on the phone. But yeah, if there is noise, it's the fan. That's why the candle is also flickering. So I hope you are doing well. I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit and then go into the reading. And I have to say, I don't know if that's my intuition talking or just my brain that the song is constantly playing in my head because I've listened to it before I started preparing for the readings. There is a Korean rock pop indie band that recently released a song called Alive, and the band is called The Rose. So I don't know if this is a message for you, pile number 1, but I've kept hearing part of the lyrics, so I'm just going to mention it. Maybe there's a message for you in that song. So let's get started. Please, Spirit Guides, what is the main theme of the month of September 2023 for pile number 1? Please, Spirit Guides, what is the main theme for pile number 1 for the month of September 2000? Please give me one, maximum 2 cards. It's too hot to have more cards and a longer reading. Please spare me that. What is the main theme of the month of September for pile number 1? Please, Spirit Guides, what is the main theme for pile number 1 in the month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what is the main theme for pile number 1's month? So please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 1 need to look out for in the month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 1 need to look out for? Please, Spirit Guides, what energy does pile number 1 what energy can pile number 1 release from this past month of August so that they can have a better month of September? Because I have a new setup, I'm going to lay the cards a bit different than in the spread. Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 embody for them to have a good month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 embody for them to have a good month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what advice do you have for pile number 1 for the month of September? Please, Spirit Guides, what advice do you have for pile number 1's month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what advice do you have for pile number 1 for the month of September 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what is the possible outcome of the month September for pile number 1? What is the possible outcome for pile number 1's month of September 2023? Please. I'm going to take the cards that flipped up. They wanted to be seen, so I'm going to take them. So at the back of the deck we have the page of diamonds or the page of pentacles. Let me see if you can see the cards, because with the new setup, I don't know. Yeah, no, you can't. Okay, your main theme of the month of September is the Two of Diamonds. So you may be juggling more than one project in September. It could be more than one work, or you could be working and studying at the same time. There is a lot that you are doing in the month of September, and the main theme for the month of September is for you to find balance in those things that you are doing, so that you don't get overwhelmed or even, how do you say, burned out. So make sure that you balance work and rest enough. But I'm going to look at what the guidebook says, just for more information. Two of Diamonds. You're engaged in some impressive multitasking. Instead of politely declining, you're piling on as many opportunities as you can take on. After all, it's safer to have too many things on the go than being in a situation of having to take whatever you can get. You might have multiple jobs, or are currently applying for another position, or even working on your own business ventures. There are plenty of decisions to be made, and it's vital for you to focus on the goal of regaining balance before this hectic lifestyle becomes the new norm. Well. And if you're hearing more background noise, it's my mother in the kitchen. So then we have, what do you need to look out for in the month of September? We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Diamonds in reverse. So I'm reminding that sometimes the Knight of Cups can also be a message that is coming in. So there may be a message that will come in. And if you are represented as the Queen of Cups in this sequence, the Queen of Cups in reverse is someone that doesn't listen to her emotions, is not listening to their intuition, or are doubting the intuition, may have their hearts closed off. They may also be someone, I'm figuring out how to explain this. Their emotions are running wild, like they don't have this maturity in them, or they use their emotions in a way that is not serving them or someone else. We have, because the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, we have the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So it's the shadow aspect of the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Diamonds in reverse. Like, why do I have the feeling there is something that has to do with overspending? Because the Nine of Diamonds, the Nine of Pentacles, someone has reached a goal of independence, financial independence for themselves. They have enough material things for themselves to be happy, to live their life, but it is in reverse. So there is this darker touch to it. Well, not darker, more on a stranger. It's hard to say what it is. The guidebook says Knight of Cups. This messenger of love is not only charming but also graceful, a perfect combination to fall deeply in love with. An affair with someone like the Knight of Cups can feel like a fairy tale, a knight or princess riding into your life on a white horse. On a personal note, you are asked to let your emotion guide you to where you need to be. If a situation feels off, take the lead on removing yourself until a new opportunity comes along, which does feel right. The Knight of Cups isn't afraid to show their sensitive side, and neither should you be. The Queen of Cups in reverse. What started out as feeling butthurt can escalate into full-blown grudge holding. The Queen of Cups indicates being very picky with who you choose to forgive. Sometimes it feels more comfortable to stay mad. In moments like these, remind yourself that denying forgiveness is mostly harming yourself. Think of it as giving yourself the gift of forgiveness rather than condoning someone's bad behavior. Acceptance and taking the high road is what you really want to do. Don't let stubbornness and cynicism stop you from becoming your higher self. Then the Knight of Diamonds in reverse here means no matter how fortunate your situation is, you still feel like something is missing. You may jump to buying gaudy things you don't need in an attempt to fill the void. In some way, shape or form, you still feel like you depend on someone else to make you feel complete. It's time for you to come to the realization that you must go inward instead of continuing to look for answers on the outside. No amount of money or social status can buy inner peace. Wow, this reminds me, first off, now I understand where this came from with overspending. And second of all, I needed to drink some water. No. Second of all, with the forgiveness of the Queen of Cups and what we had here in the Knight of Cups, it reminds me of the Affirmators deck, in which there is a card of forgiveness, and I am live going to pick this card out for you and read it out for you. Something I've never done in a video before, but there is this card here. That says forgiveness. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is. Forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. So I think that if you are able to forgive yourself, you don't particularly have to forgive someone else if you are not ready to forgive them. But forgiving yourself for feeling mad or guilty for being mad and so on will give you the inner peace and will stop you from overspending the money on the things that you were trying to fill in the void that you were feeling deep in your heart. So I'm going to put this card here. So, what energy can you embody for the month of September? The King of Swords in reverse. No, wait. This is the what energy do you need to release? I'm sorry, I got the wrong question. The King of Swords is the energy that you need to release from the month of August. I'm going to be really clear, part number one, and I'm sure you will not like what I'm saying, but sometimes you need to hear the hard truth, and I am all for honesty. So if you are not here for brutal honesty, then maybe you should search for another reader. But me being in an Aries and having Mercury in Aries, most of the time as well, the Mercury in my natal chart is in retrograde, so I can cause a lot of misunderstandings in a normal state. But Mercury is currently retrograde, so sometimes I don't feel the effects of Mercury retrograde as much because of my natal chart. So I feel sometimes that when Mercury goes retrograde, I'm better at expressing myself because I'm more aware that I need to pay attention to what I'm saying. So with all the love and grace, but the King of Swords, when it's in reverse, it's talking about someone that is using their intellect and communication skills to do harm than good, more good, to do more harm than good. They use underhanded strategies to get what they want, and they may use the skill of lying to someone to get what they want or to navigate through their life. So if you have been lying in this month of August, it's better to stop lying to yourself or to someone else, because it's not doing you or the other person any good. And yeah, I'm hearing karma is going to come back to bite you. I'm sorry. Well, that was not the most nicest thing to hear. But yeah, let's see. Maybe in this deck, the King of Swords in reverse is a little bit on this check, because it's the Gentle Heart Tarot. So there is more of a gentle note to the messages that I am able to pick up. But because the King of Swords is so eloquent and often academically talented, when put in the wrong place at the wrong time, things can get ugly. Words can cut deep, sometimes even deeper than any weapon. An unpredictable temper, such as when this card is reversed, foreshadows some nasty discussions or difficult conversations in your life. Furthermore, engaging in superficial gossip is another sign that things have fallen out of balance. This is a time in which your focus must be realigned towards positive, meaningful interactions rather than surface-level chatter. Well, it was more gentle, but still somehow between the lines, brutally honest. But things might get better. So the energy that you need to embody for September. The Eight of Crystals. Interesting. So the Eight of Crystals is the Eight of Wands, and this talks about energy gaining momentum. Things are happening at a fast pace. So it looks like if you are, because the Two of Diamonds was talking about having more project and more work to do on balancing that out, maybe it is good for you to pick up the pace and go through the task faster. I don't know why, but the 8 wands here or crystals here are reminding me of a to-do list being checked first, things priority first, and then going down the priority list. So if you have a lot to do, make a list what needs to be done the fastest and has the highest priority. Start with that and work towards the end of that list. And it's okay to not finish everything. It is not meant to be finished in one day. Please don't overwork yourself. pace yourself, but make a list of the priorities and go the list down. Do the things that need to be finished first. But don't try to stress yourself and pressure yourself to finish it in one day. That is humanly not possible. Your brain needs to rest. It cannot work 24/7. And your body needs to rest as well. You cannot work 24/7. You need to rest as well. So find the balance of work and rest. Good. So the advice for the month of September is the Six of Swords in reverse. I'm going to read it out of the guidebook, because I have the feeling I would be brutal honest again. Six of Swords reverse. There might be some roadblocks or delays that are prohibiting you from making any progress. When you feel like you cannot take the next step forward, don't hesitate to openly communicate about what you are going through with your family or friends or someone that you trust. It could be, even if it is related to work, your boss or someone that supervises you. Ask for help. Don't be afraid. People most of the time when you ask them for help, they are going to gladly help you. Except if they are assholes, but I'm pretty sure you have people in your life that are not assholes. Sorry for my French as well. So they may be able to suggest solution you never considered and simultaneously help you express yourself more freely, as well as asking your guides for help. I've watched this yesterday. Pick a card from Chloe Taylor, and I am the person that does not know how to ask for help. So I may not be the best to give advice, but Chloe Taylor was talking about herself and how she asks for help when she is going through something that is hard. So I'm just going to take that advice for myself and for you as well. Part number 1, to ask your spirit guides, your angels, whoever you work with, to show you how it gets better. Ask them, show me, how does it get better? How does it get better? And they will show you the path of how things are going to get better. You have to give them the okay and the permission. They need the permission of yourself to actively work with you. That's one of the rules in the spirit world realm. We have free will, so we can choose if we want help or not from them. Of course, they sometimes work behind the scenes and do things for us, but sometimes they also need our permission to get more active in certain situations. So, the possible outcome of the month of September is we have the Hierophant and the Word. So the Hierophant talks about traditions, higher learning. The Hierophant, you can see it as a pope. He learned a lot of spiritual wisdom and is teaching that to others. So I think that going through everything you went through in the month of September, you are gaining more knowledge and experiences on a spiritual based theme, and by learning those lessons you are also completing a cycle. The World is the last card of the major arcana, and it means completion, coming full circle. something ending, so something new can start. So you have learned the spiritual lesson behind whatever is happening in the month of September. And you may even be able to teach it to someone else that later on will come, maybe in October. And you are going to help them because you've completed that cycle of learning. You went through all the stages in the major arcana to end up at the word, at the end of that journey, that chapter, and then a new one can start. So let's get into your oracle cards. So the first oracle deck that I'm using is the Archangel Michael oracle deck. It's in Spanish. I'm going to translate it, don't worry. But I'm going to translate it word for word. If there is a word, because there is the mentioning of God in this deck, if you don't resonate with the word God, you can always replace God with something else, something that resonates with you. And if you also don't resonate with the word prayer, you can see it as an affirmation, an incantation, or a way to ask for help to whatever you believe in, the universe, goddess, or even Archangel Michael in this case. So feel free to replace words that don't resonate with you because of religion and things like that. But you don't have to. If you are fine with God and prayer, then that's okay too. Everyone's welcome here. So then, please read, guides. What else can you tell us about September 2023 for pile number 1? Any advice for pile number 3? I'm talking about pile number 1. Please read, guides, in Archangel Michael. What can pile number know about September 2023? Any guidance on any messages that pile number 1 needs to know about September 2023? Please read, guides. What does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? What else can pile number 1 know about the month of September of 2023? Any guidance for pile number 1 for September 2023? No. So at the back of the deck we have, you are on the right path. If you want to ask for help from Archangel Michael, the prayer is here. Archangel Michael, I ask of you in this moment, thank you for giving me clear guidance, clear and easy guidance to understand. Well, clear and understandable guidance. Let's make it like this. Thank you for motivating me and lending me courage and confidence to realize the changes, the healthy possible los cambios de vida más saludables posibles. The most possible healthy changes in life. Well, basically, if you are walking on the right path, everything that is happening for a reason. And you can always ask for guidance, clear and easy guidance to understand. Ask for courage and confidence to walk the path. And if there is a need to make some healthy changes, and it doesn't have to be, healthy changes doesn't have to be in the terms of eating habits. It could be putting in boundaries with people, changing behavior, like not watching Netflix for 3 hours a day or more. I don't know. So that you have more time to do your task or what really fulfills you emotionally. In this sense, it's talking about healthy changes. So then your card is Innocence. Prayer. God and angels, thank you for helping me on seeing all your quality of love, of pure love, and the light reflecting from me and from others. Help me feel my inner innocence, so that I can be at peace. Because it reminds me of the childlike innocence. A child is not doing something because they want a certain outcome to have. They are just doing it for the fun. It comes from a place of pure innocence, because they want to do it, and the most fun part for them is the process of doing it and not the outcome of what will be coming. They don't care about if the outcome is good or bad. They don't know it. They are trying to see what happens when they do it. So they are not afraid of getting a bad result. So I think what this card is trying to tell you is that you have pure light in you. You have that innocence in you to see as well the innocence in others. And I think it also relates somehow with the forgiveness that came up. I hope this makes sense. So let's go to the next oracle deck to get more information. So please be good. What else does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? Any other guidance that pile number 1 needs for September 2023? Please be good. Is there anything else that pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? So at the back of the deck we have Get Grounded, Empaths, Highly Sensitives, Connect with Nature. So you are my empaths. Hi, welcome my team, because I am one too. So empaths are highly sensitive to energies around them. They pick up energies that are not theirs, and sometimes they internalize this energy as if they were thinking it's their own energy or emotions even, but it is not. So something to help empaths and high sensitives is to be grounded in the physical and present in their physical body, because you can see if an emotion or an energy is yours or not. But for this, you need to be grounded. in your body, in your own energy. And you can do this by connecting with nature, going on a walk at a forest, being near a river, a lake, ocean. Somehow we're connecting with nature and asking nature to help you grant yourself, to see and feel your own energy and your own emotion, so that you know, this is not mine. And releasing what is not yours to Mother Earth, if you want to ask her to transmute that energy to light. And so go out for a walk in nature. You be with nature, connect with nature. It's going to help you. When I go for a walk at the forest, I feel how I calm down, how I'm more calm and serene, I think is a way to put it. So you also have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? What qualities of you are you trying to hide because you are afraid that others will not like you? Or what qualities of you are you hiding because you don't want someone to feel bad because they don't have that? Don't dim your light for other people to feel better, because by doing that you are making you feel bad. And the most important thing in this world is yourself. So you have to feel good, not someone else. Your priority is to make yourself happy. To be happy in your own body. To be happy with your qualities that you have. With the success that you've achieved or will achieve. You can celebrate your achievements. And if someone doesn't like that you are celebrating your achievement and is saying that that you are arrogant or talking negatively about how you are celebrating yourself, are you sure that you want to keep this person at your side? Because they will always talk down to what you have achieved and what is making you shine your light. And they're doing this because they cannot see their own light. So that they are afraid of your light, and so they are trying to dim your light so that they can feel better because they cannot see their own light in them. So how are you trying to fit in society, in your group of people? By hiding something from them, hiding your light. So we have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. You are already doing what you need to be doing. You don't have to doubt yourself. So keep facing your true north. Keep facing the path that you set on with the goal that you want to do. You, as we had with the Archangel Michael Oracle, you are on the right path. You are already doing what you need to do. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Keep facing the goal. Keep facing that thing that lights you up. Keep facing the goal and the vision that you have, and keep going. Don't stop. Then we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So it is said that Lemuria was a place here on earth at the past where everything was in harmony. Humans were connected to nature and they knew that they were part of nature. We are part of nature. We are not separate from it. There are so many things that we have that we can see in nature as a reflection. Like I saw this on Instagram. I think Rebecca Campbell was even the person that reposted this, or someone else. I'm talking about Rebecca Campbell because the Work Your Light oracle is from her, and the next oracle deck is from her too. It's her newest that came out, and I finally got it yesterday. So have you looked at the leaves of a tree or a rose or a flower? You see the little veins that start and then separates themselves. It looks like the veins that we have in our body. I'm not sure if you can see it, but look at yourself and see the veins that you have. Doesn't it look like a leaf with all the veins? So we are a reflection of nature, and nature is a reflection of us, because we are part of each other. We are one. The same you can see in, what was it else? There were other examples of the human body and its counterpart of nature, because we are nature, and it was showing that we are part of nature and nature is us. So that's why we have these similarities. And in Lemuria, everyone knew that they were nature, nature were them. It was a place of harmony and connectedness. And this got severed through forces hiding behind somewhere on Earth. They separate the humans, made them forget all about it, and manipulated them in believing that humans are not nature or part of nature. And so we forgot about how we are connected to nature, that we are part of nature, and that we have the power to do whatever we want to. And now more and more people are awakening and working towards the golden age, a time where we are living in harmony and peace again with nature, not living against nature but with nature, because we are nature as well. So creating heaven on earth. So we are bringing back the things from there back to earth, remembering what is happening. And you may be doing that as well. It doesn't have to be something grand, but creating your own heaven here on earth is already going to help your future generations, and as well helping your ancestors if you were breaking free from ancestral karma and cycles. Then we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. If you've been feeling stagnant and lethargic, when I feel it, I want to start moving. I go dancing, I do workout, I go for a walk, because moving the body moves the energy that is around as well and brings it back to flow. So there is the need for you in September to change your energy as well, to bring it to flow and not being stagnant again. So if you can move your body more, not sitting on a table or on the couch all the time, dancing to your favorite music, going on a walk while listening to your favorite music, or listening to the birds. The birds are like nature's music as well. So do something that brings your energy back into movement. And you don't have to be embarrassed because you're dancing strangely. You don't know how many people can dance strangely. Have you seen? And it's nice. They are moving the body how their intuition is guiding them, and this brings their energy to move as well. So the movement, there's meaning in those movements, even if it looks strange. It's the body remembering, hey, I need to do this so that I can bring this part of the energy back to flow. So now to our last oracle deck with the Healing Waters Oracle. I've got it yesterday, so I have no idea of the meanings. All the cards that will be coming out, I'm going to read it from the guidebook. So please, Spirit Guides, what else does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? What other guidance does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? What does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? Any guidance that pile number 1 needs to know for September 23? So at the back of the deck we have the Sirens. Use your voice, expansion, freedom. So let's get the guidebook. The Sirens. In Greek mythology, the Sirens were half woman, half bird sea creatures that would entice fishermen and sailors with their sweet and sensual songs. Free and empowered, they were not afraid to share their voice and used their natural gifts to attract what they wanted. This card is an invitation to own your gifts, to share your voice, to surrender into the most expanded version of who you are, to give yourself to the music that plays within, to share your song without wavering, to be free and to dance unrestrained. In life, there is the opportunity to become more and more alive and free with each passing day. However, most of us feel more and more attracted by the life that we've so consciously created. What do you need to do to embrace life fully? How can you step into your most expansive self? Expansive self? No, it's not expensive. Expansive, I think, like in expansion. Often while we are growing up, we experience hurt losses and endings that we fail to address. Those memories stagnate within us, and it becomes harder to dance and sing. However, every moment of your life is an opportunity to change, to thrive and grow. Every moment is an opportunity to express yourself, to find your natural, unique way to dance and sing. Soul inquiry, something you can reflect upon making a journal note and meditate upon. The question is, how are you being called to share your voice and expand into your most alive, empowered self? Then we have birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? I'm going to lay them all down and then read all one by one. Then we have into the unknown, underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. The pearl, alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. And last but not least, Atlantis. Keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. So we have Lemuria and Atlantis. So maybe you had past lives in one of those places. Or do you wearing both? Can also be. So, birth mysteries. Water is intelligent, and where there's water, there's life. We are water beings. We travel from the watery world of the Great Mother to be born into this world. Our first breath marking the transition from water to air. We all grew from a single cell into a form in the waters of the amniotic sac of the Great Mother. And from there, the same intelligence has been guiding us every step of the way. It's the same force that tells flowers when to bloom and the planet to spin. You are a creative being living in a creative world. This is a planet of creativity and manifestation. Creativity is your natural state. What are you being called to create? Creativity isn't only for certain people, it's within us all. What would you like to create? Don't squeeze the hose. Loosen your grip and call the intelligent waters to flow through you every step of the way. Then following it up with consistent action. Embodied creativity happens when we have a vision and act on that vision. Every idea in the world is pointless without this consistent action. Stay true to what you're being called to create and show up to it day after day after day. Soul inquiry, again something to reflect upon, make a journal entry, meditate upon to get your answers is, what would you like to create? How can you show up to that creation with consistency? And since we were talking about visions here of birth mysteries, I'm going to jump to Atlantis first because it's saying keep the big vision. So, Atlantis. In his writings, the ancient Greek philosopher Plato described a great civilization called Atlantis, whose island home in the Atlantic Ocean was a marvel of architecture. Its capital city was made up of a series of concentric circles separated by moats of water, and at its center was a temple dedicated to Poseidon, the god of the sea. The Atlanteans were highly advanced people who were very much tapped into and connected with the energy of the universe. They also harnessed the power of water and air in their technologies and practices. Perhaps this is where their tremendous psychic and magical abilities for manifesting the great visions into the physical came from. Eventually, Atlantis' growth got out of hand and its people became greedy and disrespectful because certain species and beings manipulated them into this. But let's leave that part out. A series of earthquakes caused the island to sink to the bottom of the ocean, and for millennia people have been captivated by the legend of this lost civilization. That is not really lost. You can still connect to the wisdom of Atlantis and Lemuria because it is within you. Even though we say that there are lost civilizations and lost times, the memories of those times are still kept, are still there for us to tap back into. This card is one of huge visions and promises. You have the potential to create great things in the world. However, it comes with a warning to stay in alignment when you grow, to create rather than produce. Don't get addicted to growth. Instead, stay true to your mission and inner calling. More to reflect upon and make the journal entry and meditate upon is, what are you being called to create? How can you focus on creating rather than producing? How can you stay in alignment as you grow? And as I've mentioned, that we can still tap into the wisdom of Lemuria and Atlantis is, I've read the part of the guidebook from Rebecca Campbell before the cards, where she talks about water. And if you know the Japanese scientist, what was he called? Masaru Emoto, that made experimented with water, and there was the water where he talked beautiful things, loving words, gratitude, love, complimenting, and to another water he was mean, said hateful things, was putting the water down, you could say. And after that he froze the water and saw the molecules of the ice, and the molecules of the ice were words of love, gratitude, were beautiful shaped, and the molecules of the ice from the hateful part were distorted, not beautiful, they were crumbled. So water takes on energy and remembers as well. So things that pass through the earth, the water remembers it. And we are made of 60% of water, according to in the guidebook that I was reading. We are made of 60% of water, so we remember those times as well because we have water in us. So we can connect to the water of us here with the Healing Waters Oracle intention, and remember those times of Lemuria and Atlantis. Those that had past lives there. Your soul remembers those times. We just are not tapping fully into the wisdom that we've gained through those times. So meditating upon and with the intention of remembering those times could be of help for those that had past lives in Lemuria and Atlantis. And even if you did not, the remembrance of those times are still here around somewhere, not physical there, but it's still in the spirit world. So into the unknown. Earth is a water planet. Seen from space, it appears blue. Water makes up 71% of Earth's surface, yet we've explored less than 20% of its ocean floor. There are creatures of the deep that have captivated humans for millennia. It's no wonder, too, that water has been used as a symbol for our inner emotional world. There's always so much for us to discover and uncover within. Are you being called to face your fears and explore the unknown? To challenge what you thought was possible? This is a card of courage, initiation, and depth. Perhaps you're being called to make a significant change in your life that you feel scared about. Or maybe what you're experiencing is more internal than that. Maybe life is calling you to venture into the shadowy depths of your own inner journey, to face things that others may be afraid to face, to heal what might feel difficult to heal, to surrender to a metaphorical depth in order to remerge anew. In the ancient Sumerian story about the goddess Inanna's journey to the underworld to meet her sister, oof, I'm getting goosebumps, and I don't know if it's because of the fan or because of what I'm reading. But most of the times goosebumps for me is a confirmation of something. So meet her sister, she leaves the comfort of heaven and earth to descend into the unknown depths. Here she encounters many trials and initiations until she returns completely changed by her experiences. This story tells us that sometimes to be born anew, we must face our fears and find the courage to venture into the unknown. More to reflect upon, journal and meditation with the question is, how can you face your fears today? Then we have the pearl. The pearl here. Pearls are one of the most precious treasures of this world, and certainly of the sea. While the specifics of their creation remain a mystery, they're believed to be the result of a natural process. Certain mollusks produce pearls as a way of protecting themselves from irritants that enter their shells. The formation of a natural pearl is a rare occurrence, with only one in roughly 10,000 oysters producing one, and it can take anywhere from 6 months to several years. This card brings a precious message that something sacred is being created, and it's likely being created by you. Maybe you've been creating something in the physical, such as a child, a home, or bringing an idea to life. Or perhaps your pearl is more metaphorical than that, having dedicated yourself to alchemizing your hardships into healing, grit into grace. Whatever it is, you're being acknowledged for your work and the deep roots required to truly rise. Clina was the Celtic goddess of beauty, love, and the ocean. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. And it was believed she could be found in every 9th wave. It's said that people would whisper their wishes and prayers into small pearl offerings, placed within a shell and tied with seaweed, and then cast them into the sea on the 9th wave, in the hope that the goddess would grant their prayer. Offer up your prayers to Clina for the alchemy to continue to happen. The jewel at the end is near. Then we have Healing Waters activation. It's a sort of affirmation. I am ready to receive the jewels of my life. I am ready to alchemize my hardships into healing and my grit into grace. So, pile number 1. This is everything that I have for you. I wish you a beautiful month ahead. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. You chose the traditional Manga tarot, the petrified wood, and this is going to be your reading of September 2023, your prediction reading. Going to say that I've decided to use the traditional Manga tarot only with upright meanings. I feel like that I get the messages better from the cards when I have the cards upright and not reversed. So, and they don't have a guidebook because I've thrown it out. The guidebook was the mess. The meanings were mess, not the correct meanings of the tarot cards based on Rider Waite Smith, so I just yeeted it out. So yeah. If you hear some noise in the background, it's maybe the fan. It's too hot to film, but I need to film before I go to my vacation, so I have enough material for you to watch while I'm away. So my fan is currently my friend, my dear friend, to keep me sane of the heat. So I hope you don't hear it too much. I've put it on the lowest strength. So yeah, let's get started with your reading. Please, Spirit guides, what is the main theme of the month of September 2023 for pile number 2? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of September 2023? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of September 2023? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of September 2023? What does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of 2023? Okay, only those two cards. Okie dokie. Please, Spirit guides, what energy can pile number 2 release from the past month of August for them to have a better month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what energy can pile number 2 embody for them to have a good month ahead? What energy can pile number 2 embody? I have to do a little different setup because my tripod is taking away too much space here underneath, so I cannot put the cards there. So yeah, that's how it's going to look like now. So please, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for pile number 2? Please, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for pile number 2 for the month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for pile number 2 for the month of September? Only those two cards, okay. Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome of the month of September for pile number 2? Oh, my hands are sticky. Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome for pile number 2's month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome of the month of September? Hold on, pile number 2. I'm going to wash my hands because it's too sticky. A little cut here. And I'm back. So I've washed my hands because they were sticky from all the sweat. And I also put the fan on stronger things because after I've left my room and came back into my room, I've felt the temperature change and my room is too hot. So I hope it doesn't bother you that you may hear the fan now more. So now Please read out what is the possible outcome of the month of September 2023 for pile number 2? Please read out what is the possible outcome of the month of September for pile number 2? Please read out what is the possible... Oh, come on, thank you. At the back of the deck we have the Four of Cups. And it's dark in your video because I've turned off my desk lamp because the cards glare with the light. So you can see the cards better this way. So your main theme of the month is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords takes action swiftly. They got the idea and they're right on to take action on the idea. So they don't hesitate, they charge head on. So it could be that you are called to charge head on an idea that you will receive in September. And so don't hesitate and go for it. Of course, think of the consequences. Don't just plunge into something without informing yourself or taking enough caution, but don't let yourself get fear. Fear is not helping you. Caution is the healthy form of fear. So you can go with caution, but don't let fear sit on the driver's seat. So then what do you need to look out for in the month of September? We have the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And I'm reminded that the King of Cups, when it flew out, it was reversed. So I'm looking at the King of Cups now as if it was reversed, but it's upright here. Someone that is emotionally not mature, they cannot control their emotions. So if they have an emotional outburst, they will have the emotional outburst without constraint, because they don't know how to deal with their emotions correctly. So the King of Cups normally is someone that is mature, emotionally mature, listens to their heart and their intuition, but it coming up in reverse. The King of Cups may not be listening to their heart, not listening to their intuition. They are in their shadow characteristics. So they can be emotionally manipulators, or they can be emotionally manipulated by others, because they are prone to this, depending on the situation and the person, of course. And we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is having a clear mind, a clear communication. It's a new start. The fogs have been lifted, and because of that, there's more of a clear mind. New ideas can come in. So I think pay attention to if the King of Cups comes into your life. They may have an idea that is, depending on what your intuition is telling you, not so good for yourself. So pay attention to what they are saying, because the Swords is also about communication. So pay attention to what the King of Cups says. And I'm also reminded of what their action is telling you. So sometimes words can be empty, And the most thing that shows how the person really is their action. Do they say something and just let it be said, or do they take action upon this as well? So pay attention to the ideas and this person. If this King of Cups is not yourself, then energy for you to release the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel talks about the ups and downs of life. There are times where we are at the most high, everything's working out, luck is on our side, but then there are times where the wheel turns and we are hitting rock bottom, nothing's working out how we wanted, life's not rosy. This is because that is life. Not everything can stay as it is. We will always face bad days or days where things are not working out, but they are there to remind us that there are different opportunities or possible solutions that we are not seeing. And so I think it is also more of a part of us reflecting on the things that are not working out. Why are they not working out? Is there something that you're not seeing right now? And sometimes things are meant to not work out because they are not meant to be in your life in the first place. But yeah, release that up and downs of life. the good days and the bad days. This is a cycle. It will come and go. So maybe the month of August was a month of ups and downs for you. So it's time for you to release the energy of the up and downs and be positive of the month of September, and knowing that this is going to change. It is not going to stay like it was in August. So then energy for you to embody so that you have a good month of powerful. So the energy for you to embody this month of September is the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. So the King of Pentacles is someone that is grounded. They are financially secure and they know how to navigate their resources and their finances, of course. So the material possessions that the King of Pentacles has, he knows how to deal with it. He is mature, has a lot of knowledge, and works hard. He came to his position by working hard and learning what needs to be learned of the material world. The Emperor is an Aries. Hi. It's my energy basically, but me being an Aries sun. So the Emperor is someone, a good leader, charismatic. He goes for what he wants and doesn't sit back. Of course, he listens also to the advice of his subjects. A good emperor can only be a good emperor and protect his empire by also listening to the advice of his subjects. Because if he wouldn't, his subjects would start a revolt and end the emperor's life, and he doesn't want that, of course. So wise, fatherly figure. So seeing here, the energy that you need to embody is more on the Emperor is masculine, a masculine energy, and Earth energy is, I believe, feminine. The masculine energies are fire signs and earth signs. May spirit be with them. Hope everything's okay and everyone's safe. You can also take this as spirit confirming messages. I don't know what passed by, but the siren of the car that passed by. Whatever. I think, yeah, masculine energy are fire signs and air signs, and the feminine energies are the water signs and the earth signs, but I'm not sure. Let me take a quick glance into my astrology book that I have here underneath. It doesn't state. Well, I believe that I was correct. So I lead that with confidence. And if I'm wrong, you can correct me. But yeah, having the masculine and a bit of a feminine aspect to the King of Pentacles, even if he is masculine here, the earth sign has a little feminine touch to it. Energy based, of course. It doesn't have anything to do with gender. I'm talking about the feminine and the masculine energy that everyone has within themselves. But yeah, embodying that wisdom of knowing how to handle material world, listening to the advices of subjects. In this case, you are probably not an emperor, but of your friends, family that have advice. And also listening to your own intuition. Your own intuition never fails you. It's just your mind that's playing tricks on you and saying, is this correct? I'm not sure. And the insecurity comes from the mind. It's not your intuition talking. Advice for the man ahead, we have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So it looks like there is going to be a conflict. And by the way, we have a pair here, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And so there may be a pair, a couple, could be a relationship for some of you, that it's talking about a relationship that you have. The advice that you have is there may be inner conflict within yourself with the Five of Wands. Well, you see, this is a fight. They are fighting, there is conflict, they are arguing. So it may be that you're arguing with the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups, whatever you are depicted as could be different. The Queen of Cups is a mature woman, totally in her feminine energy. She listens to her intuition, she listens to her heart and lets her heart guide herself. She knows how to stay calm and collected, and her cup is always full, so she always takes care of herself and never gives off from an empty cup. So your advice is stay calm and collected, listening to your intuition and your heart. If conflict arises, you will know how to deal with with this situation if it will appear. And just stay calm and grounded is what I would say. So possible outcome of the month ahead. We have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. So there was conflict because this person fought with the 2 person here. I don't know if you can see this. This person fought with them, with the 2 and 1. Not in a way that was, how do you say this? Well, they did everything to win, and they were not afraid on how the other person would feel about this. So they may have used the harshest words that they knew and knew how to inflict pain in someone else. So there may be the illusion of something, because the 7 of Cups talks about illusions. Also about having a lot of options and not knowing which option to take because of the fear of taking the wrong option. But I believe there is no such thing as a wrong option. It is just a little detour to the goal that was already predestined to arrive. Just that on the way we decided to learn a bonus lesson, you could say, with a little detour. It could be because the 10 of Swords, it is reminding me of betrayal. This person was stabbed in the back and died here. So it may be that in the possible outcome of this situation is that the conflict that happened, someone chose to use a weapon that would betray the other person. Like they said something so hurtful that the other person feels as if they were betrayed. Like in the sense that, let's see, my friends know that I don't like horror movies. And I've said it a couple of times that I will not and ever watch horror movies. So they call to me and say, hey, we're doing a movie night, do you want to come? And I go, and they know that I don't watch horror movies, but they decided to put in a horror movie without telling me, even though they know that I don't like it. And this can feel like a betrayal, because they betrayed my trust. I've trusted them that they would choose something that everyone could watch, but they chose to take the cup of betrayal, and knowing that I don't like to watch it, they called me to watch something that I cannot handle and I don't want to watch, even though they knew, and I've told them that I don't watch this thing. And it's also the end of a cycle. the Ten of Swords is the end of the suit. We've went from Ace to the 10. So the tough part of this chapter is ending, not in a good way. I have to say, not in a good way. But I think if you don't lose hope and keep on going, things can turn. And this is just a possible outcome. It means that there are different options to the outcome of the month if you take action upon this to change the outcome. So now we are going to have the oracle decks. The first oracle deck is the Archangel Michael oracle deck in Spanish. Don't worry, I'm going to translate it. But I'm going to translate it word for word. And there are words that you may not feel comfortable or not resonate with, like God or prayer. You can always replace God with something else that resonates with you, like the universe, spirit, source. And prayer, you can say it is like an incantation, a form of asking for help from the beings that you work with. So, please, spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to know about the month of September 2023? What guidance can you give to pile number 2 about the month of September? What else does pile number 1 need to know about September 2023? Please, spirit guides. What else does pile number 2 need to know about September 2023? What guidance do they need to hear? Okay. Back of the deck we have compromising, I think. Quick Google search to be certain that I've got the translation correct. To get engaged, to covenant, to commit. To commit yourself to something. Prayer. Archangel Michael, angel of worth and confidence. I ask of you to lend me your strength. Help me to commit myself to myself with my life and my divine objective, mission, you could say. Guide me with decision. I ask of you so that I can open as much of my heart with every experience. So commit yourself to yourself. Be there for yourself. Be your own best friend. Commit to do what you can to make your life happier and better. Then we have new starting point and beginning. Prayer. Thank you for sustaining me and offering me new opportunities, for helping me free myself and heal my past. I ask of you, lend me confidence within the experience of the changes. So, as with the Ten of Swords, when something ends, when a chapter ends, there is going to be a new beginning. So, you will have a new starting point, a new point where you will start to walk again, to a new experience. And you can ask for help in guiding you through that. Here it says, be sweet to yourself. Prayer. Archangel Michael, I ask of you, help me put love in everything that I think, say, and do. Help me feel that I am worthy of compassion. I confide, I trust you with whatever feelings of guilt, so that I can live with an inner peace that lasts. So if you have been feeling guilty about something, you can trust the feeling of guilt to Archangel Michael, God, whatever you believe in, and ask them to help you have more love in what you think, say, and do. So you have been quite hard on yourself as of late, and now it's time for you to be compassionate towards yourself, to take care of yourself, and not feel guilty because you are putting yourself first than anyone else, because your well-being is your first priority and you deserve it, and you are worthy of it. Then last but not least, we have God is taking care of everything. Prayer. Dear God, help me to get myself off this situation. Like, you want to take yourself out of this situation. And I am trusting you with it. Wait, ayúdame a desligarme de esa situación, a confiártela gracias a la fe en tu amor divino y tu sabiduría infinita. Thanks to, I'm trusting it to you, thanks to the faith on your divine love and your infinite wisdom, with the end that whatever problem there was will find a solution, and whatever person was involved in it will feel free and liberated. So there was a situation, or it's going to be a situation in September that is going to be hard. So ask for help from your spirit guides to resolve the situation for the highest good of everyone, with no harm to anyone, and so that you can take yourself out of this situation and live a life of inner peace that lasts, with or be sweet to yourself. It was talking about having the inner peace that lasts. So taking yourself out of situations that were problematic to you and were giving you a headache, ask for help from the spirit guides and ask them to show you how it gets better. So, to the next oracle deck. So, please spirit guides, what else does pile number 2 need to know about September 2023? What guidance does pile number 2 need for September? Anything else that pile number 2 needs to know about September 2023? At the back of the deck we have the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And you can see there was this darkness, chaos, and we see even here there are some snakes. And you know that snakes leave their own skin when they are growing and leave it behind. So they are leaving the past behind. So you are going to be leaving this chaos and this darkness behind, and you are on the brink of passing through to a new place where there is peace, calm, and color is back. So this chaos that you were in is now passing, and you are still not completely over to the other side, but you are steadily walking towards that peace here. You've got even a card that pile number 1 got as well. It was flipped over. So we have Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So you may have the inner calling of going to a specific place. Listen to the calling and go there. You may be receiving an energetic upgrade when you go there, or you will be learning some new experiences, or there is maybe a person that you need to meet there. And it could also be that you yourself hold some codes, and if you go to a certain place, the codes within you can activate something on Earth. So it depends on exactly what it is, but there is a place you are being called towards to go there. Your intuition has been telling you the place that you should journey to. It doesn't have to be physical, it could be also an internal journey. Then we have, why are they? Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. There is a need for you to be on your own, to rest and rejuvenate. As the Queen of Cups, she doesn't give from an empty cup. She knows when she needs to rest and recharge herself. So retreat, rest, and be held by the universe, of course. Like, let the universe take care of things that you don't have control over. The universe is going to gladly help you out of any situation and help you recharge and feel that you are not alone. Then we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So your intuition has been trying to tell you something, and I see the niggling feeling as something internally knocking at a door. It's constantly there, reminding you, always coming up again and again and again. It was like the best example that I have for this niggling feeling is last year before I started to my YouTube channel. I knew that I wanted to do the YouTube channel because as a part I wanted to share my experiences and my knowledge about certain things, as well to the community that I am in Amino. Links if you want to join the tarot and divination community is in the description. But yeah, I am part of the staff, so we have people come in that don't know much about tarot or any divination, and those that don't have knowledge, they are prone to fall into traps of scammers and so on and so forth. So there will always come newbies and asking the same question over and over again. And I thought, hey, instead of always writing again and again the same answer, why not make a video that answers the question and use that as a form of answering. It takes less energy because you have to explain it again and again, and this takes energy and time. So if I do it once on a YouTube video, then I just put it once the energy, and I can use it again and again without having to lose more of my energy or my time to explain the same thing over and over again. I can just send the link to the video with all the information that they need. And so I share as well my experience with certain topics that may be of help to those that are starting new. So, and before I started my YouTube channel, I knew I wanted to do this, but I had everything that I needed to do it, but I did not start. I need to find the perfect time to start when I'm all alone, when my parents are not home. And this was a difficult task, to be alone without anyone here, because my father is currently unemployed and was last year as well. So finding time to film videos without exposing myself to my parents was difficult, and so I was delaying this, but the feeling came up again and again, the feeling of having to start the YouTube channel, start filming. It came constantly, till the point that I was annoyed by this feeling that came again and again, by the thoughts that came again and again, till I started to make my first video. And after that, the feeling was quite. There was a time where I stopped filming because I was not able to, because I was not alone, but I somehow found an excuse to my father, said that I was doing a live in my community. So he would always ask me what my life was going, how many people were watching, and I was always lying. Yeah, it went good. So many people watched, even though I have no idea how many were watching. But after that, and after I talked to my friend about it, she said, yeah, I think you can trust your father, because he's supporting you, even though it's just a live. He's showing support and interest, so you can tell him that you are filming a video for YouTube. And so afterwards I showed him and I said, yeah, I was not doing that, I was filming YouTube videos. And he was really excited for me. So this is the best example that I have for this niggling feeling. Most of the time I get annoyed about the niggling feeling till this makes me start to do it, because I want to get it over with. I don't want to have this constant hammering on the door reminding me, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do this, do that. Then we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? How can you take care of yourself? How can you be sweet to yourself? How can you show yourself love? this is something that you need to meditate upon. How can you mother yourself? How can you rest? How can you replenish your energy? How can you show yourself love? Then last but not least, we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. Pile number 1 got this card as well. This is all about a time in the times of Lemuria. It was heaven for the humans and the beings that lived at the time. Everyone was connected to each other. Everyone knew that they were part of nature, and nature was part of them. We knew that we were all one, and we all came from the same place. We all loved each other, we loved ourselves, and so much more. So, and this card talks about creating heaven on earth. How do you see what is heaven for yourself? You can create that heaven on earth. Earth is taking the words from Rebecca Campbell, because it came up in the guidebook when I was reading for pile number 1. Earth is a place of creativity and manifestation. So you can create and manifest heaven on earth. You can bring what you think is heaven on earth by creating it, and it is happening. But I feel like for you, pile number 2, I need to read this card. Here, Lemuria. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. Our beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around you is to first heal ourselves. And then there is a affirmation. I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place of earth. So now to the next deck. It's the newest deck of Rebecca Campbell, the same person that made the Work Your Light Oracle here. I got it yesterday, and strangely I felt called to use it today. So I don't know the meanings of the cards yet. So I will be... I've lost my earring. I will be reading from the guidebook. I don't know why my earring fell down. My right earring fell from my ear. It's, let me show you. It's this moldavite earring. Don't know why I feel called that I should tell you that, but whatever. Maybe if you wear earrings, maybe your one fell down. So, yeah. So please, spirit guides, what else does pile number 2 need to know about September 2023? What guidance is there for this here? And this fell because they flipped over. What else does pile number 2 need to know about September 2023? Any guidance that pile number 2 needs? You've got the same card on the back of the deck as pile number 1. The Sirens. Use your voice, expansion, freedom. So there is a theme going on. Let me see, can you see it if it is? Let me drink water so that I can read. The Sirens. In Greek mythology, the Sirens were half woman, half bird sea creatures that would entice fishermen and sailors with their sweet and sensual songs. Free and empowered, they were not afraid to share their voice and use their natural gifts to attract what they wanted. This card is an invitation to own your gifts, to share your voice, and to surrender into the most expanded version of who you are. To give yourself to the music that plays within, to share your song without wavering, to be free and to dance unrestrained. In life, there is the opportunity to become more and more alive and free with each passing day. However, most of us feel more and more trapped by the life that we've so consciously created. What do you need to do to embrace life fully? How can you step into your most expansive self, in expansion? I don't know how to pronounce that. Often while we are growing up, we experience hurt, losses, and endings that we fail to address. Those memories stagnate within us and it becomes harder to dance and sing. However, every moment of your life is an opportunity to change, to thrive, to grow. Every moment is an opportunity to express yourself, to find your natural, unique way to dance and sing. And while I was reading this part here about free, I was listening to a song. I want to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free from that. I'm sorry, I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but it's a song from Queen. I think I want to break free or break free. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, maybe listen to the song. Maybe there is a message for you there. You will feel which part of the song is meant for you. It's like you go, aha. This happens to me too. When I hear a song in my head that is a message for me, I look the lyrics up because there is always a part that is omitted, because it makes me curious to know what is the part that is omitted. So I search for the lyrics, and so I read the lyrics and sometimes get the aha moment and sometimes I don't, but it depends. So with the Sirens, there is this question for you to meditate upon, make a journal entry or reflect upon, is how are you being called to share your voice and expand into your most alive, empowered self? So then we have a lot of cards here. I'm going to put all the cards down and then read one after another. You've got one of the cards that pile number 1 got as well. The Pearl, Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Then Making Waves, momentum is building, it's your time, achievement. Selkie, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. Clear waters, clear vision, confirmation, right timing, opportunity. Immerse yourself, training, learning, new hobbies, passion. And Planetary Wave, soul mission, trust the inner car, soul team. So let's get the guidebook. And we're starting with the Pearl. Pearls are one of the most precious treasures of this world, and certainly of the sea. While the specifics of their creation remain a mystery, they are believed to be the result of a natural process. Certain mollusks produce pearls as a way of protecting themselves from irritants that enter their shells. The formation of a natural pearl is a rare occurrence, with only 1 in roughly 10,000 oysters producing one, and it can take anywhere from 6 months to several years. This card brings a precious message that something sacred is being created, and it's likely being created by you. Maybe you've been creating something in the physical, such as a child, a home, or bringing an idea to life. Or perhaps your pearl is more metaphorical than that, having dedicated yourself to alchemizing your hardships into healing, grit into grace. Whatever it is, you're being acknowledged for your work and the deep roots required to truly rise. Klina, I think, is how you pronounce this, the name of the Celtic goddess of beauty, love, and the ocean, and it was believed she could be found in every 9th wave. It's said that people would whisper their wishes and prayers into small pearls offerings placed within a shell and tied with seaweed, and then cast them into the sea on the 9th wave in the hope that the goddess would grant their prayer. Offer up your prayer to Klina for the alchemy to continue to happen. The jewel at the end is near. Then you have here some affirmations. I am ready to receive the jewels of my life. I am ready to alchemize my hardships into healing and my grit into grace. Then Making Waves. The waves are rolling in and they're waiting for you to catch a ride. The winds are at your back now and gently guiding you toward your destiny. They're whispering for you to really enjoy the ride. There are clear skies ahead and the waves keep rolling in. It's impossible for you to miss your moment or to not answer your calling. The only risk is that you don't make the most of and enjoy the ride. This is an extremely positive, encouraging card. Your commitment is paying off and your prayers are being answered. You're being supported by forces both known and unknown to you. This is most definitely your time. Things have been building for some time and momentum is all around you. Whether you're working on a creative project, having an impact in your professional life, or creating something in your personal life, this card is confirmation that great success will follow. So put in place whatever you need to make the most of this unique opportunity. Now is the time to ask for what you want and to let yourself be truly seen. So much is on your side. The harvest time is here. Do whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you've been working towards is here. Then the Healing Waters affirmation is: I open my arms wide to receive the bounty of what I've created and say yes to enjoying life fully. Then Selkie. Selkie. There are many thoughts about what the ancient story of the Seal people or Selkies signifies, but for me it's about, here the me, it's in Rebecca Campbell, it's about the mask we wear, things being taken from us, how we hide parts of ourselves, the longing for home, the call to be wild and free, embracing our true self, answering the call deep within, and sharing our true voice. In Celtic, Scandinavian, and Icelandic mythology, there are different versions of the story, but here's one example. A man finds a seal woman on the beach. He steals her skin, without which she can't return to the sea, hides it, and convinces her to become his wife. The Selkie woman feels the ocean calling to her deep within and yearns for it daily. The couple lead a normal human life and have children, but eventually the Selkie finds her hidden skin and returns to her home in the sea. It's time to come out of hiding, to show the world who you truly are, to embrace your uniqueness, your weirdness, your you-ness, to swim freely in the ocean of your life. How are you being called to embrace who you truly are? Are there ways that you're hiding your unique light from the world? How can you embrace even more of who you truly are? Are there ways that you're not showing up as your full true self in your life or in your relationships? How are you being called to share your voice? Where do you feel held captive? What do you need to do to feel free? And one more question for you to meditate upon, make a journal entry, is how can you embrace who you truly are? Then clear waters. Clear waters. Everything's coming together and supporting you right now. Potency is present. Alignment has arrived. Potential is here. The waters before you are crystal clear, and what you are stepping into is of the highest potency. You know the way forward. There are clear seas ahead. Keep facing your true north and proceed onward. This is a wonderful card with a very positive message. It suggests that some things come into your life that's a great big yes, or you've been working on bringing things into alignment and are stepping into that now. A creative project, a new relationship, a new home, a new phase of life. Whatever it is, you've been manifesting or longing for it. It seems that you're clear about what you want and it's coming to fruition. This card comes with positivity, confirmation, and a lot of promising potential. You're supported on your journey and everything's opening up for you. Keep your gaze ahead of you and don't get distracted by what others are doing or by other things you could be doing. You know what to do and have been working for this for a long time. Enjoy the moment, embrace the clarity and the vision, and receive all that you've created and will continue to create for yourself and the world. Then affirmation. I embrace the clarity and potency of what's before me. I say yes and proceed ahead. Then we have immerse yourself. Immerse yourself. Follow your desire to study and learn. Dive into what fascinates you. Immerse yourself in the topic that captivates you most. Maybe there's something you're passionate about that you're called to deepen your knowledge of through study or learning, or something you want to experience more fully. You're being encouraged to increase your wisdom and to experience life in a deeper way, to follow your passions and embark on some kind of higher and deeper learning. What are your interests? What would you like to learn more about? What topic fascinates you? What could you talk or read about without getting bored? Which field are you most interested in? What makes you come more alive? Maybe you're being called to consider a new career or explore the possibility of training in a new field. Maybe you're being called to simply surrender to your passions and dive even deeper into them in your spare time. Education, whether traditional or experiential, can never be taken away from you. Knowledge can open the mind and light up the soul. What do you want to understand more deeply? Is there something you've been considering studying, whether it in a structured way or more experientially? Is there a course or program you're interested in? Is there something you're longing to explore for yourself? What piques your interest? What could you learn about without getting bored? One more question to reflect, meditate, and make journal entries of is what interests you or makes you come more alive. Then last but not least, we have planetary wave. Planetary wave. Your soul chooses to come into this body on this planet at this moment in time. You didn't come here on your own. You are part of a larger soul team. Sometimes it can feel as if it's just you in this thing all alone, but that couldn't be further from the truth. You're one droplet in a vast ocean of consciousness, here to flow with life. You're being called to trust the current of your own river and to answer the call deep within. Take off the weight of responsibility that you need to travel this life on your own. Call in the ones who get you. Realize that you are part of a larger team. You are but one thread in the great tapestry of life. Your mission is clear. Keep doing what you are called to do. You never know the full impact that your being here on this planet will have and is already having. Keep trusting the call deep within. The more you embrace who you truly are and surrender to and flow with the current you're being called to, the easier it will be for your people to find you. Like two rivers that meet and remember that they're made of the same things. You're not alone in your calling. An affirmation. I trust my inner calling and play my part in the greater plan. So, pie number 2, this is everything that I have for you. I wish you a beautiful month ahead. I hope that this helped you. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi, pile number 3, you chose the Mystical Manga Tarot the Green Aventurine. This is going to be your reading of the month of September 2023. If you're hearing background noises, it's because of the fan. It's on right now because it is too hot to be filming in my room without a fan. I would be dying. So I hope it is not too loud and bothering you. And that's why also the candlelight is flickering, because of the wind from the fan. So I hope you are and are doing well. So let's get started. Please, Spirit guides, what is the main theme of the month of September 2023 for pile number 3? Please, Spirit guides, what is the main theme of the month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to look out for in the month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to look out for? Just hearing that they both need to change places. What energy of the past month of August should pile number 3 release so that they can have a good month of September? What energy of the month of August can pile number 3 release for them to have a good month of September? What energy can pile number 3 release? What energy can pile number 3 embody for them to have a good month of September? What energy can pile 3 embody? Please, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for pile number 3 for the month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what advice? Good. Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome of the month of September for pile number 3? What is the possible outcome for the month of September for pile number 3? Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome for the month of September for pile number 3? Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome for the month of September? Please, Spirit guides, what is the possible outcome for the month of September for pile number 3? What is the possible outcome for the month? One more card, please. What is the possible outcome of the month of September for pile number 3? Thank you. So at the back of the deck we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But I'm not really paying attention to the back of the deck in the readings. So I'm going to do this because the cards have a glossy appearance, so with my light on you wouldn't be able to see the cards. So the main theme of the month is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is a message bringer, a message that has to do something with the emotions, with the feelings. It could even be intuition because of the Cups card and water being all about emotion, feelings and intuition. It could also be for some of you a message concerning about love. Like in one of the guidebooks that I have for my tarot decks, there was the mentioning of the Knight of Cups being someone romantic and so on and so forth. But since in this deck they have a particularly way of being depicted, sometimes the messages can also differ. So for the main theme of the month of September, divinatory meaning. The Knight of Cups is the quintessential questioner. He has a clear idea of his holy grail and is completely devoted to finding it no matter the cost. However, while the Knight of Wands is all about the chase and taking action, this knight's commitment to dreamy ideas includes honoring the poetry and romance woven through daily life. He moves slower, yes, but his focus is just as intense, sometimes to the point of missing out on real life. Advice. You know what your ideal is, so don't settle for less. Enjoy the journey, but don't get distracted. Well then. Let me just get a sip of water because it's hot. And my throat needs to be in good condition to talk. So what do you need to look out for? We have the Six of Wands, yes. The Seven of Wands in reverse and Temperance. It's interesting that we have the 6 and afterwards the 7, like it's continuing. Just that 7 of Wands is in reverse. Let's see the 7 of Wands in reverse in this deck. What does it mean? Here, the 7 of Wands in reverse. Overreacting, being easily offended, picking a fight, defending the wrong thing. So, there may have been a victory, because the 6 of Wands talks about victory, people looking up to this person, success in some kind of endeavor. But this card, I was talking about that there are people looking up to this person, meaning that those people can turn their back to the person if they don't deem them fit of looking up to. So like, pay attention to not overreact. And are you sure that you are fighting for the right thing? It is always good to question our beliefs. Well, not our beliefs. I mean, what we are fighting for. If this is a belief that was programmed by someone else, or if this is genuine from us and from our soul. There is a difference in programming from family, friends, and the people in our environment, or if this comes from our most inner self, because sometimes the beliefs of others may not be the right belief that your soul is wanting to protect. So what was the other meaning? I forgot. Somehow my brain is fried. I blame the heat. Yeah, don't pick fights. And don't get offended by others. Find a balance. The temperance here, they are balancing those two water containers. Let me say it like this, because I don't know how the English correct expression for this is. But as well as alchemizing their emotion, because they are balancing here. This is water, and water is all about the emotion. So she is bringing the emotions back to balance and alchemizing what was is now bringing new things into it. Let me see. Here it is. Temperance. After his intense death experience, it's talking about the death card. The Fool feels like the world is a new place and he is a new creature. The seemingly unsolvable dichotomies between himself and the world suddenly seem easy to navigate and effortless. Synthesizing what society wants and what he believes is no longer a chore but a magical act that he loves performing. He can hold two opposing views in his mind without going crazy. This is amazing. His inner voice is so clear and strong that he moves with confidence, never questioning his choices. It's like he can't do anything, and whatever he does is touched with magic, grace, and perfection. Life after death sure does seem like heaven to him. Divinatory meaning? Easy grace in the face of intense pressure or difficult circumstances makes the situation seem extraordinary. Choices, actions, thoughts, words all seemed touched with all alchemy, with everything containing the perfect amount of truth, compassion, and strength. It is not a case of simply mixing equal parts, but finding just the right ratio. Advice: combine the best parts of your reason with your intuition, and you'll discover a magical elixir of perfect grace and ease, no matter how crazy or messed up the situation. Trust your inner voice completely. Then, energy to release from the month of August is the Ace of Coins. So you had in the month of August a new beginning in the materialistic world. It could be a new job that you started, a new project. School, for some, school is starting again after summer break for the people on the northern hemisphere. Like, it's now time to let go of this new beginning and move on with the journey, because after the Ace of Coins comes the Two of Coins. So the journey continues going through from 1 here, the Ace, to the 10 of Coins that we had at the back. Just it is in reverse. And I was talking about the Two of Coins, it was right underneath the 10 of So it's now time to move on. There is no need to be in this new energy of bringing something new and beginning something new. It's time to let this go and move forward with maybe taking action if that's your intuition telling you to do. So Energy to embody for the month of September. Page of Swords and the Page of Wands in reverse. In reverse. Okay, the Page of Swords is someone that is curious. They want to learn new things. They are starting their journey on how to communicate, how to strategize, how to use their intellect. Page of Wands. Well, let me get the meanings as well. The Page of Swords is smart and quick to learn and easily bored. Once he understands something, he gets really good at using that knowledge to get what he wants, even if it is simply to amuse himself, sometimes at the expense of others. He is, like all the pages, immature and sees things black and white, which can be frustrating to those around him. He is clever, insightful, and discerning, but can also be gossipy and judgmental. Advice: recognize your own intelligence, but also admit that you don't know what you don't know. Reserve judgment and foster curiosity. And then the Page of Wands in reverse. Too much dependency on external validation, anger or frustration when facing failure. Yeah, failure is not bad. You need to do those and make those mistakes to learn from them so that you can get better. And the next time something comes up, knowing what to do to not fail again. A lot of people on YouTube maybe, they had to try again to find and make videos to the point where they are now. Like, they needed to learn how to edit the videos, how to make it interesting. Then, and sometimes you fail. You have an idea, you film the idea, you edit, but it doesn't have a lot of views, and this is something that I'm seeing as well on my channel. I have some brilliant ideas, but sometimes it's not what the viewers want to watch. But I believe that someday those videos will find the person that needs to watch it, even if it is something that is happening much later. So it is all about having the results and satisfaction after a long journey. It's not immediate satisfaction that we get and validation that we get, but it is something that will help us in the long run. I'm not sure if there was ever a song. Yeah, I think it's Try Everything from Zootopia, where Shakira is singing about something like me. Because I have, for those that may not know, I've made my own oracle decks with music that have a bit of either encouraging messages or messages that may be a little bit provocative. It's to provoke some reflection in people. So searching for the song. Try Everything. Nope, this is not it. I have different parts of the songs. In this, so I was not sure. That. This here. Let's see if I have this one. Okay, those are the two parts that I was thinking of. It says here, birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. So you will never learn something without getting it wrong. You will make mistakes, you will fail, but this is all part of the process to success. Yeah. While I did say this, I looked up on my vision board, and there is a quote that I want to quote. So I'm going to leave the songs here. So then we have also, I won't give up, no I won't give in till I reach the end and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave, I want to try everything, I want to try even though I could fail. So the person here will try everything to do in their possible, and even if they fail, it's okay, because nobody learns without getting it wrong. And then we have, the quote is from Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It is the courage to continue that counts. So don't look at the destination. If it fails or if it succeeds, that is not part of the thing. It's the, even if you succeed or even if you fail, the most important part is the process and how you continue to courageously walk the path till you succeed and get what you want. So now it came out the way I wanted. So advice for the month of September is the Tower in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the 10 of Wands upright. So let's see. The Tower in reverse talks about, if reversed, ask yourself, am I hitting the distract button on some area of my life? Do I seek out or create needless drama as a form of distraction? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This, if reversed, ask yourself, where am I stuck? What patterns do I keep repeating? And since I have the book right here with me, let's read the 10 of Wands. But just the advice part of the 10 of Wands. Advice, re-examine your load. Either decide what can be laid aside or figure out a better way to manage everything on your plate. So, those two cards here are asking you, what pattern are you repeating? What cycle are you going through again and again? And it feels like you are not getting out of this. This is just for reflection for yourself, to be aware of those things. Most of the time when we start to be aware of the patterns and see that the patterns are not helping us. It's when we try to change those patterns for something else that is more in the way of helping us navigate through life. And also, is there something, it may be a destructional behavior that keeps you stuck because I'm being reminded in like, you will start something, keep at it for a bit, but then you leave it and you never finish it. And you start something new, you do it, but you don't finish it. It's like self-destruction in a way, because you don't see the results of what you were trying to build. It was not, you did not go to the point to see the results because you stopped it before doing it. So it may not be for everyone that is doing that type of thing. And because it makes sense now with the 10 of Wands. If you are one of the people that start, never finish, and start something new, and never finish and start something new, you are then having a lot of projects that you never finish, and you are carrying them around, stressing yourself out about, I need to finish them, and then and this and this and this. So what priorities, what projects are of a higher priority that need to be finished? Start with those and finish those, and leave the ones that the priority is not so important for this time right now in September. So, possible outcome of the month of September is, we have the King of Swords in reverse. The 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the the 6 of Cups in reverse. It is reminding me about something that from my heart, my big sister from my heart, we are not blood related. She is a hereditary tarot reader, so she reads tarot, but that doesn't look like this. It doesn't have any images on it, and in a way that is more logic based and intuition based. And she once explained to us that in her ways of reading the tarot cards, when all cards appear in reverse, it means that the person seeking out to the answer to a question knows about this. It's like, and it reminded me when I saw it, maybe you know the outcome already from September, deep down within yourself. So, the King of Swords in reverse is a person that is snobbishness, paranoia, judgmental, controlling, cruel, and mean with their words. It's like their words cut deep. So they are mean, they are cruel with the words, they don't really care how this could hurt someone else. I find also when the King of Swords appears in reverse that they are a liar and dishonest. So maybe this is a person that is doing that. The Seven of Coins in reverse. Expectations not met, harassing too soon, not learning from mistakes. Well, we were talking about mistakes, so... And then we have the Six of Cups. In reverse. Romanticizing the past, emotional manipulation, gifts with strings attached. Well, it looks like one of the possible outcomes of September is that if you don't learn from your mistakes that you've done, there may be this energy around you of thinking the past was better, maybe giving gifts with strings attached reminds me somehow of giving a gift with the expectation of receiving something back. And this is not always the... Giving gifts is, for me personally, I think it is something that you do to make the other person happy, and not do this to receive something in return. It's practical ulterior motive behind it on the gifts. So for example, I go when I am visiting other places. Most of the time when I'm in Greece or in Brazil, I try to bring back stuff from there that you don't find here in Switzerland to give to my friends. Sometimes it's like a keychain, a key ring just to as a thing, because most of my friends have never been in Brazil before, so if I get them something from there, it's something unique that they will have that they may not find anymore when they may go to Brazil, if this is a dream of them to go there. The same goes for Greece. Like for example, there are two friends of mine that love pistachio, and the pistachio here in Switzerland is not the freshest and not the best in the supermarket. So last year when I was in Greece, I brought them pistachio and they were like, whoa, this is amazing, this tastes like heaven, I never tasted something like this before. And I was like, now you know why I don't like the pistachio here from Switzerland, because I've been spoiled with the good pistachio from Greece. So, and I'm thinking of, because when you see this video, when it's uploaded, either I am on the way to Greece already, or I am already in Greece, because it's the day I am traveling around night time. I don't know when you are going to watch it, so either I am already in Greece or on the way to Greece. So I'm going to bring again pistachio for my friends, because it made them happy to eat something good for a change. So, and I don't expect something in return at all, because they are going to stay here in Switzerland and work, and I'm the only one that is going away for vacation. But they were on vacation before me, so it is balancing itself out. So yeah, let's go to the oracle cards to get some more information and guidance. So this deck here is the Archangel Michael deck, and it's in Spanish. Don't worry, I'm going to translate the best I can, and if I can't, I will Google the meanings. But there are words that you may not resonate with, like God or prayer. You can always how do you say this? replace God and prayer with something that resonates with you, like instead of God, the universe, spirit, source, the goddess. And prayer, you can think it as an incantation or an affirmation, or basically just asking for help. So please, spirit guides, what guidance or what does pie number 3 need to know about September 2023? What else does pie number 3 need to know about September 2023? Any guidance or advice that pie number 3 would benefit from, please, spirit guides? Anything else that pie number 3 need to know about September 2023? Anything else? Any guidance, anything that could help pie number 3 with September? Okay. Then at the back of the deck we have this situation is already resolved. The prayer says, I trust you with my worries, doubts, and this one is something that I don't know in English right from off the bat, so I'm going to inquietude, discomposure, disconcernment, disquietness, disturbance, fidgetness, restlessness maybe, I don't know. So I'm trusting you with my worries, my doubts, and my inquietudes for a change of peace in every aspect. Thank you for resolving. Here you now explain the situation that you want it to be resolved. After that you say, with divine perfection, with the manner of divine perfection, like in a sense of resolving this situation in a way that fits for everyone, that doesn't harm anyone at all. I hope it made sense. But after trusting the divine with your situation, trust that it is already resolved. Just by giving it to them, they are going to resolve it in the best possible way for everyone. So then we have, it is time to abandon this bad situation. Then prayer, Archangel Michael, and in which aspects of my life do I need to concentrate right now? Thank you for helping me here your answers and for giving the hold on, because my Portuguese brain is trying to mess up the translation, so I think in Spanish this means, yeah, valuable, for giving me oh, it could be that this is a noun. Yeah, it is the noun. The courage. So the courage to realize healthy changes in my life. So now it came out. Then we also have you have created this situation and you have the power to transform it. So they're saying the prayer, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for remembering my personal power. Help me, I ask of you, to realize my dreams and to be better in the divine evolution? Nee. It's difficult. Will, divine will. Generating peace and more blessings for every affected person. So if you need help with those situations, here are the prayers to help you ask for divine help. Then to the next oracle deck. Please read out what else does pile number 3 need to know about the month of September 2023. Any other guidance for pile number 3 for the month of September 2023. Please read guides. What else does pile number 3 need to know about September 2023? Any other guidance, any messages that pile number 3 needs to hear right now about September 2023? Please read guides. Anything else? Well then, yes, we have. At the back of the deck we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetime. So there is a gift that you have been perfecting it for lifetimes, and you may be relearning it in this lifetime and remembering it again. Of course, this doesn't mean that if you've done it in past lives that you are going to succeed at the first try. No. It means that your physical humanness right now still needs to train and learn it, but it's like it's learning it easier than if it was something that your soul would have done for the first time. Then we have Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, help us in the subtle realms. So there are things happening in September that was divinely planned by your spirit guides, by the Council of Light, and they are also there to help you. So if you ask them for help to resolve a situation, to help you in resolving the situation that we had here with the Archangel Michael Oracle, they will help you. And something is happening in September that was the divine that orchestrated it to happen for a reason. Then we have Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So there is something that you need to take the first step. Even if you are scared and afraid, if you take the first step, if you leap into the unknown, the universe will catch you. It's like I'm seeing the image of, it is a meme. So you see the universe with one hand pushing someone off the cliff, and the universe underneath again with a hand catching the person. So the universe will catch you if you take the leap of faith. And if you don't, then the universe will push you down the cliff just to catch you underneath. And you are going to be shocked. So it's better if you go first, so that the universe will catch you, and that you don't have to be that surprised of falling down the cliff. But this is falling down the cliff is just metaphorical speaking. Then we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. This card talks about that your vibration is rising, so your frequency is getting higher and higher. And with you are the Oracle, it means that to all the answers, to all the questions that you have the answer deep within you. You are your own Oracle. So if you have any questions, you can go into a meditation. You can ask your spirit team to give you the answer. And if you pay attention to the signs, and I'm not talking about only angel numbers, I'm talking about things that really catch your attention and you see more often, like a picture of a certain animal, or certain words patterns that always looks like they are highlighted to you. It could even be that you are walking down the street and you hear a conversation from someone else, and what they say is something that you hear loud and clearly, and this is the answer of the question that we were searching for. It could be even that your questions are answered through dreams. I certainly asked one time, out of curiosity, that how would it look like if I would meet someone from my soul family? How would I recognize them? And in the dream that I had, I was walking on it was not an amusement park, it was like a fair where there were also rides that you could get on. And from the other side there came a little child, a girl, and we somehow didn't bump into each other, but we were walking like towards each other. And when we looked at each other, there was like this feeling of knowing, and like we were friends already, even though we were meeting for the first time. And in the dream we embraced each other and we gave each other a hug, even though she was a total stranger to me. But deep down our soul knew each other, and we got emotional. So that is how also my spirit team likes to answer my questions, is through the dreams, because most of the time I don't pay attention in the living in reality, because I am distracted by my thoughts and other things. So in dreams it's sometimes easier for them to answer my questions. Then last but not least, we have Reiki the Chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So the patterns that we had here in the advice could be patterns from your ancestors that they went through but couldn't break the cycle, and it went on and on and on, and now you are here to break free from those chains, to break free from the patterns and heal the patterns, because with that you are rewriting the future. You are making yourself a favor of not having to deal with those patterns anymore, and as well as if you intend to have children in the future, those children don't have to go through the same thing as you had to go through. So you are making the future for them a little bit better, because they don't have to break free from those heavy chains that came from your ancestors deep down the line back. So then to the next oracle deck. This is the newest oracle deck of Rebecca Campbell. That's the first one that Rebecca Campbell had, the Work Your Light Oracle. Now this is the newest. I recently got it on 2 days ago. Yesterday I filmed pile 1 and 2, so for them it was yesterday. For you it is 2 days ago. When I got, so I don't know the meanings of the cards yet, so I will be reading from the guidebook. So bear with me till I learn the meanings. So please, Spirit guides, what else does pile number 3 need to know about September 2023? Any other guidance, any advices that could help pile number 3 with September 2023? Please, Spirit guides, what else does pile number 3 need to know about September 2023? Any other guidance? Well then, we have it. At the back of the deck we have on call, healer, seer, priest, priestess, priestess, soul, purpose. So let me get the guidebook. On call is, by the way, French. On call. The folklore of many different places, including Iceland, France, Holland, Albania. Well, Holland is another way of saying the Netherlands, for those that may not know. Albania, England, and Germany has tales about a rare event called an on-call or veiled birth. This occurs when the mother goes into labor but her waters fail to break, and the baby appears in this world still inside the amniotic sac in which it gestated. According to tradition, children born on call have second sight and gifts of healing. In Scotland, they were seen as good omens, and fishermen sought out birth coal, the amniotic sac, as an amulet to protect them from drowning. In ancient Egypt, they were believed to be the future priests, priestesses, and priestesses of the community. This is the card of the healer, the seer, the wisdom keeper, and the mystic. Perhaps you're already on this path, or perhaps it's something new for you. The healer, the shaman, the medicine person knows that it's through facing their own shadow and taking their own deep healing journey that they can return to guide others in their healing. The healer is, like all of us, in their own spiral of transformation and healing. Healed isn't a stagnant state. The healer knows they're not meant to be perfect and whole all the time. Instead, it's because they've journeyed to the deepest, darkest, uncharted, oceanic caves and returned with an open heart and mind that they're able to hold space for another. This card is an acknowledgement of your role in the world and the deep work you've been doing on your own healing journey. Soul inquiry, something to meditate upon, make a journal entry, or reflect is: how can you answer the call of your soul in the fullest expression today? So, you are my fellow healers. Hi. Everyone that decides to heal themselves are considered healers, because you are not being healed by tarot readings or by Reiki Teacher masters or anything like this. You are just getting help. Like in Reiki, if I use Reiki now, the Reiki energy would only help your own body to heal the parts that need healing or help in releasing what needs to release, but you are the person that needs to go through it and heal it and be aware of it, in a sense. So Reiki, tarot cards, and whatever is just a way of helping you doing the work. You do the work, you do the healing. Reiki, tarot cards, and whatever, everything else is just a tool of help in making the process a little bit faster. Well, not faster, but sometimes you realize it faster what needs to be done. Then we have deep sea diving. Thank you. I'm going to lay the cards down and afterwards go card by card. Then we have metamorphosis, the mist, and making waves. This card pile number 2 got as well. And so, just out of curiosity, because yeah. My setup is new, so I don't know if you can see cards or not. I'm still trying to figure it out. So let's go card by card. Deep sea diving. The mystic wants to have a direct experience with the sacred. The sacred is everywhere and within everything, so every moment is an invitation to deepen the connection within. The mystic learns through merging with life, through experiencing things firsthand, through learning about what's known and then diving deep into what's unknown for the chance of a direct, intimate experience. Mystics are the sacred explorers of the world, both inner and outer, open-hearted and minded. They're willing to journey into the uncharted waters in order to truly live. If you receive this card, it's likely that you are being called to learn through direct direct experience, to dive in and explore things for yourself. Like the Sumerian goddess Inanna, journeying to the underworld to return completely transformed. The way of the mystic is not for the faint-hearted, but it's a way to truly live. Most learn through reading books and following processes. The way of the mystic is much deeper, more experiential and feminine. It requires faith and courage. It depends that you disregard external maps and be led from within. And while every step of the journey may not be clearly marked, the way ahead always emerges and the transformation cannot be replicated. Perhaps you're in an uncharted place in your life, or being called to embrace uncertainty. Yeah. You're being called to the depths, and your return transformed. And the Healing Waters affirmation is, I trust my path and choose to see the sacred everywhere and within all things. I follow the intelligence that's within me. Then we have thank you. Why is it reminding me of the song from Ariana Grande, Thank You Next? Don't know why, but maybe there is a message for some of you in that song. Thank you. Gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. And deep sea diving was way of the mystic, learned through experiencing. That's okay. Now, thank you. Water is life. Wherever there's water, there's life. It's the ultimate blessing. It's the thing that sustains us the most. Life is impossible without it. And yet most of us take water for granted. In our busy modern world, it's easy to become disconnected from the truly sacred things that are supporting and sustaining us, to take the simple things and the people closest to us for granted, assuming that they always be there. Sometimes it takes the threat of going without something for us to realize it's even there, to truly appreciate what we believe we could not go without. This card is an invitation to reflect on and appreciate those things that support and sustain us the most, from water to loved ones. What are you most grateful for? Who are you most appreciative of? How are you being called to offer thanks? How can you honor the things that hold you the most? When we open our eyes to what's truly holding us, the way we look at our life changes. And the more thanks we give, the more abundance we realize is there. The more we honor those who give to us, the more connected to life we feel. And offering thanks is a way of giving back too. When we acknowledge the support that we have in our lives already, we're more easily able to see the sacred that's woven through it. So inquiry, again, something to reflect on, meditate upon, make a journal entry, is what are you most thankful for in your life that you may have overlooked? Thanks to my bottle of water, I am also able to keep on going and reading the cards. Because it takes a toll on the throat. Talking for about 1 hour and 3 minutes. Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. Water, more than any other element, is very used to change. Like lobsters, which must shed their shells in order to grow when the conditions call for it. Water transforms itself from liquid to solid, ice, and to gas, clouds, mist, vapor, I don't know. And while it may appear that the way we humans change is a little more subtle and slow than that, as ever-changing beings living in an ever-changing world, we are constantly transforming too. Every moment of every single day is an opportunity to embrace or resist change. When we embrace change, we embrace the intelligence of life. When we resist change, we resist the intelligence of life. Often it's in the growth phase that we feel most uncomfortable, when we've outgrown our skin or our shell or our old way of being. It requires great courage to release what was for the chance to begin again. This is what it means to transform, and it's what this card is all about. It's time to embrace what's changing around and within you, and to see it as an opportunity for great transformation and growth. And that one part was really a tongue twister. So we have again, we have a healing waters activation. I would say it is also somehow a affirmation, but it says, embrace the changes that are happening around and within me. I embrace the changes that are happening around and within me. I'm ready to let them transform me. Then the mist, trust your inner compass, be led from within. Intuition is pointless unless we act on it, but it rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. When we do gather up the will to act on our intuition each and every day, we'll find ourselves living a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that's led from within. I call it living a soul-led life, and with I, it was Rebecca Campbell. There is a golden thread before you, calling you toward it, beckoning you forth. You're being called to trust your inner compass and be led from within. Mist and fog from when it's extremely humid and water vapor condenses to form droplets that hang in the air. When mist or fog set in, it's as if everything's hanging in a state of mystery. When we're walking in mist, we make sure we're facing the right way, slow down and enter a state of trust. Following our intuition is similar to that. While you may not know every step along the way or the exact destination, you're called to trust your inner compass, to trust that the path will appear before you and for you. Like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, following the yellow brick road, we're all being led home to ourselves and our soul's path. It just requires us to consistently trust the guidance system within. Something to reflect upon, make a journal entry, or meditate upon is, what's your intuition calling you to do right now? And then making waves. Making waves. The waves are rolling in and they're waiting for you to catch a ride. The winds are at our back now and gently guiding you toward your destiny. They're whispering for you to really enjoy the ride. There are clear skies ahead and the waves keep rolling in. It's impossible for you to miss your moment or to not answer your calling. The only risk is that you don't make the most of and enjoy the ride. This is an extremely positive, encouraging card. Your commitment is paying off and your prayers are being answered. You're being supported by forces both known and unknown to you. This is most definitely your time. Things have been building for some time and momentum is all around you. Whether you're working on a creative project, having an impact in your professional life, or creating something in your personal life, this card is confirmation that great success will follow. So put in place whatever you need to make the most of this unique opportunity. Now is the time to ask for what you want and to let yourself be truly seen. So much is on your side. The harvest time is here. Do whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you've been working toward is here. Healing Waters affirmation is: I open my arms wide to receive the bounty of what I've created and say yes to enjoying life fully. So pile number 3, this is everything that I have for you. I hope that this helped you. I wish you a beautiful month ahead. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye!